and we're here to share with you today. We have an outstanding agenda to share with you. To start with a signature tune by one of our global ambassadors, and we're calling on Dr. Derek to start the show by playing that music for us. Over to you, Dr. Derek, and thank you.
En passant. En passant, the future of Internet.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Wow, Dr. Derek, thank you so much. It's just amazing to see how you've transformed the music and the images in your storytelling for today. Thank you. Every day is always unique, but today is just outstanding. Thanks again. All right. Wow. After we've listened to that beautiful melody and all the lovely images that accompany it from Dr. Derek, we have something very unique coming up. And that will be coming from Dr. T. And she has to share with us about signs of true wealth that are not all about money. Yes, you can be wealthy, but it does not necessarily have to be about money. Wealth does not necessarily have to be that, right? So I'm not the one who will talk about it. I'm just introducing Dr. T because she has to share with us what that means. Who is Dr. T? Just a little tidbit about her. She's the founder and CEO of Your Own Uniqueness. And it's a huge thing to have that. She is an international transformational speaker, a life coach, empowerment trainer, a former talk show host of Dr. T Ford Show, and she's also an author of 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, not just one. She is the editor and chief of an online international magazine, Discovering You magazine. And Dr. T has been around in several aspects of our lives, empowering us in every shape and form, and especially youth, without any particular pick or anything. Please, let us hear what she has to share with us today about the mindset, because our CEO has offered to make sure we have the physical aspect of our mindset. And our CEO said that he keeps to his word. So we as individuals work on our own individual mindsets. So Dr. T, you're most welcome. The floor is yours.
Wonderful, 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 as Dr. Derek would say. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I am very happy to be here. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me this evening and morning and wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to share. And I am truly elated to share this message. And this message is nothing new. Oftentimes I know that I may bring you messages that you're already aware of, but it's just to reiterate what you already know, to put it in the forefront of your mind. Because we are getting ready to have a breakthrough, and you're going to break out and do phenomenal things in this world. You are going to be a world changer. That's why you all became Onpassians. That's why you all are brand ambassadors. That's why you all believe in Mr. Ash. That's why you all are part of Deep Dive with the rest of the crew. So right now, allow me to go over the signs of true wealth that are not all about money. Everyone knows that money is the answer to all things. It really is. Money is the answer to all things. You can't live out any dream without money. But we do never want to allow money to control us. We should never allow money to be the boss. But remember, I taught you guys a while back that money is a living entity, and you must not abuse it. And in order not to abuse it, you have to be in control of your own mindset. That means there needs to be a paradigm shift. Having true wealth is a mindset. And if I ask this question, if I was in front of you right now in the audience, I would go around the room and ask each of you, what does it mean to have true wealth? And some of you may come up with very different answers because you all have a different view on what it is. But what I want to share with you this evening, I want to share with you signs, how to recognize when someone is truly operating in true wealth. And the first sign of true wealth is freedom. Does that make sense? Freedom. When you are truly operating in true wealth, you have freedom. Freedom means independence, not having to answer to almost anyone, having the ability to do as you please without breaking God's laws or man's laws. That's very important. We're not talking about a person who's rebellious and just do what they want to do. No, I'm not talking about that. That's not freedom. That's bondage, because anything that you do that's going to get you in trouble with the law and make God be unpleased with you, displeased with you, that is not freedom. We're going to look at different aspects of freedom. Okay? Freedom to choose commitments. That's the first aspect of freedom. Freedom to choose commitments. The ability to choose the kind of people that you want to hang around with. That's so important. The ability to choose the kind of projects you want to work on and how you spend your money. So again, freedom to choose commitments. Who are you going to be committed to? What you're going to be committed to doing, and how you're going to spend your money. Freedom to be committed. The next form of freedom would be freedom to cut out the toxic relationships. People who are truly wealthy, people who truly understand true wealth, understands that they cannot tolerate toxicity in their lives. If you look at the average person, if you look at somebody that you may admire, look at Mr. Ash. Just take Mr. Ash, for example. He has no problem. And as we were told, he has no problem getting rid of people who are not like-minded people. He does have no problem saying, okay, see you later, see you and don't want to be you. And we already heard of that. There are many people who started off with us who are no longer with us. Why? Because they did not want to get with the program. When you are a person who understands true wealth, you do not have to put up with people who are toxic. You want to surround yourself with positive and uplifting people who are going to improve your well-being. The door is going to swing both ways. You're going to be an asset to them, and they will be an asset to you. And the last form of freedom that I want to share with you today is the freedom to say, no, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No is a wonderful word. I tell people all the time, I like the word no, because no lets people know exactly where you stand. There are no pretenses. There's no fakeness. When you say, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. And no, I'm not going to say that. So freedom to say no, that's what I'm talking about. A person who truly understands wealth, a person that is truly wealthy, they're not going to take jobs that they don't want to do. I mean, I can tell you a story when I was much younger and I was really going through a very difficult time financially. And I think I was working on my second degree, my master's degree, but it was really a very difficult time financially. And I found myself taking a job that I was overqualified. And I later found out that my coworkers behind my back, they were laughing at me because they realized that I was overqualified. But I was at a time in my life when I did not have the financial means to take care of myself. So I found myself taking a job just so I can make ends meet. But I see a person who understands true wealth, they know how to put themselves in a situation where they don't have to ever go through that. And that's what we want to talk about right now. We want you to understand that when you are really experiencing true wealth, you can make the choice of not doing things that you want to do. Learning how to say, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. And I'm not going to say that. And I'm not going to think that. The power of the word no, freedom. Now, the second sign of a person who is aware of having true wealth is a healthy financial situation. Yes, a healthy financial situation. True wealth is enjoying a healthy and reasonable financial situation where you are secure, you're comfortable, and you're content in what you have. You don't have to worry about being like the Joneses. You're not trying to compare yourself with someone else. You're not trying to flaunt yourself. because you're content with where you are. You may not be in the 1% of the wealthy people. You're not Donald Trump. You're not trying to be flashy and things like that. All you want to know is whatever you have in your hand, when you get your nuggets, when you get your apples from on passive, you're going to learn how to manage that money and be comfortable and secure where you are. And I want to give you some examples of having a healthy situation, a healthy financial situation. The first one is you don't have debt. We talked about that before in one of the webinars that I gave you guys. You don't have debt. You don't have an upside mortgage. That means that your mortgage, that you're paying more for your house than it's worth. Okay? You're not living from paycheck to paycheck. Right? What you're doing, you're growing. Your net worth is growing. You see your assets improving. You see your savings increasing. Those are the things that you're doing. Those are the things that you witness when you have a healthy financial situation. But you're not in debt. You don't have a debt. We don't have credit card debts where you owe tens of thousands of dollars. You don't have student loans that you're still holding on to. You don't have payday loans where you borrow till you get your next check and then you have to pay that back at higher interest. You don't live like that. That's a person who has a healthy financial situation because your assets are growing. They're increasing. And you can actually see that and witness that. So that's a healthy financial situation. The third sign of a person who is truly wealthy is a person who is not trying to prove their worth. A truly wealthy person knows this is who they are, and they're not trying to prove it. Their wealth speaks for itself. You don't see Oprah telling everybody, I'm wealthy, everybody. I'm Oprah Winfrey, I'm wealthy. You already know it. But she's a very humble person. I watch her, and she's a very humble person without a sir. I believe we can meet her on the street, and she would speak to you, have a conversation with you, and she would not turn you away. Because I believe that she's a person who truly understands wealth because she's been through some things. She's paid the price to get where she is. So when she got to that place, not only is she wealthy financially, but she's wealthy spiritually. She's wealthy mentally, and she's wealthy in her emotions. I'm not saying she doesn't have issues. I'm not saying that. I don't know her like that. But I believe that she's gone through enough and she's learned enough to understand that you don't have to prove yourself to let people know that you're wealthy. There's no name dropping, okay? You don't try to display flashy outfits and things. And you're not wanting everybody to know who you are. You don't care about all that, okay? And you're not always discussing your wealth. You know, the sign of a wealthy person, they're not discussing, well, how much did you make this year? How much did you make? They're not going around comparing dollars and cents. A person who's truly wealthy, they don't sit there and talk about their wealth. They don't flaunt their wealth. They're secure in that, and they're content in that. So that's the third sign of a person who understands true wealth. And the fourth sign of a person who is wealthy, or should I say who is a true wealthy person, is a person who has positive traits that adds to their success. They have traits that adds to their success. And here are some of the qualities of a person who's truly wealthy. Knowing that they know how to make mistakes, they know how to make choices and they're comfortable with them. That means they're decisive. They work hard and they're motivated to achieve their goals. That means they're persistent. They analyze new situations and react with flexibility. In other words, they go with the flow. That means they're adaptable. They're open-minded, and they have a thirst for knowledge. These are some of the qualities of a person who has positive traits that are going to lead to success because they understand true wealth. The fifth and the last one is defining your own wealth. That is so important. The fifth sign of a person who's truly wealthy, who understands true wealth, is a person that can define their own wealth. Everyone has different experiences. Everyone has a different definition of what wealth is. But when you can sit and articulate what wealth may mean to you, then you're on your way. Let me give you some examples of what somebody might say. Here are some examples of what people may call true wealth. True wealth may be being your own boss, working the hours that you desire. It might be a 16-hour day, but you're happy about that. You enjoy that because you're doing something that you enjoy doing. You own your own home. You may have a luxury car. You're completing your bucket list. You have the ability to collect favorite thing. You have things that you want to obtain in life, and you can do that. You have a lack of concern for social status. You don't care about that. You go on regular vacations and holidays. You can, instead of taking one vacation, saving up all these years to go on one vacation, you can go on vacation every month if you want to, if you have the time. That's what I'm talking about, true wealth. That's my idea of true wealth. When I can travel all over the world with no restrictions. And another thing is donating to charities and putting your money into positive causes. And the last one on the list, I don't think you can be truly wealthy unless you do this: to have a relationship with God and be involved in some type of ministry. It doesn't have to be inside a local church. It can be outside the church. But I believe that when you truly understand true wealth, that you must have a relationship with your maker. To recap what I just shared, and again, I know this is a short message, but I understand that most of you, I think, have a handle on what it means to be truly wealthy. Now, whether we're truly there is something that we have to work on, but I believe it is something that we all should be striving for. So let me recap what I just shared. The first sign of true wealth is freedom. The second sign is having a healthy financial situation that fits your needs. The third one is not trying to prove your wealth. The fourth one is positive traits that leads to success. You should have attributes that's going to help you lead to success. And the last one is defining your own unique wealth. Everybody on this webinar, at some point, if you can't do it today, you should be able to define what is true wealth to you. Just like I asked you guys a while back, what is your why? What does true wealth mean to you? Because you cannot obtain true wealth unless you understand what it means to you. So when we get off of this, when I finish my message, I would like for you all, some of you, to raise your hand and articulate what you all think is true wealth. Because I believe if you can look at these 5 signs that I shared with you and see if these things are applicable to your life, I believe that you are well on your way to experiencing true wealth. Because again, money is the answer to all things, but money is not meant to control you. It's meant for you to control it under the right circumstances. You must have a healthy and wholesome mindset in order to obtain whatever you want in this lifetime. And I'm here to tell you that you can be that person. You can do all that you have been called to do. You can do great exploits when you understand what true wealth is. Thank you so very much for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Dr. T. Wow, true wealth. And what are those signs? You just shared 5 of them with us.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was just amazing. We appreciate you. Every week is unique. And today, well, we're getting into wealth really soon. So the timing of your talk today is very, it's the right timing. So thank you so much for that. And you heard Dr. T. So this is the right time for questions for her regarding the true wealth. All right. The true worth and how you define it. You heard her, she has 5 of them. I'll start by saying, for me, that freedom and commitment and defining my own worth, I define it. How do I define it? I don't let anyone tell me what I should eat. I eat anything that I feel is healthy for me. I start by the healthy aspect of it.
Yes.
Because if you eat things that are not healthy, your body will consequently break down. So I start by defining what I can eat to keep me healthy and the quantity, because it's not just what you eat, but the quantity. I have people who get up and they start eating, and by nighttime you're going to bed, they're still eating. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they do that. So I start with my inside and I come out. I feed myself, and when the rest is all over, okay. Now, the other thing which I fight with, and I'm still working on it, is water. You have to hydrate and stay hydrated, because half your body mass is what? It's liquids. Whether it's clear water or it's blood, it's water, right? So let's stay hydrated, and especially in this summer, for those of us who live in areas that are not like our Queen Smith, who is in South Carolina, that doesn't have winter and summer. Let's stay hydrated during this summer, stay healthy, make healthy choices. That's what I do. So I appreciate, I never thought of this as being wealth, but really it is. And what you shared about Oprah, yes, it's very true. You see a lot of people who have the wealth, they don't look like they have anything, but they do have it, and the way they define it is in their own terms, whether based on what they eat. I know some people define their worth based on what they put on for public display, but that's individual choice. So people, this is the right time to raise your hand if you have something based on what Dr. T just shared. So I will stop yakking and waiting for their hands to be raised. And I can see that one person who is going to raise her hand will be one of her students, but Queen Tammy Jo beat me to that. I was going to call on someone, but Queen Tammy Jo's hand is up first. So welcome, Queen Tammy. How are you? All right, I'm asking you to unmute.
I am well and radiant, Queen Sister Deborah. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, thank you.
Dr. T, I especially wanted to take the moment to comment today. All of your presentations, you always bring reality. You bring a very courageous vulnerability that doesn't appear as vulnerability. What I really mean is that you're very open, and I appreciate your courage so much. So I like all of your presentations without fail. Today's especially spoke to me on a personal level about the freedom. I know that in my life, so much of my choices, inner choices and outward choices and relational choices, which referring to not having toxic people in our lives, all of them, for better and for worse, have always been my seeking freedom. And in earlier stages, I got so much out of your talk today. In earlier stages in my life, I would make choices that would perhaps give me a greater freedom in other ways. Yet, as an example, they might have been toxic in other ways. That really spoke to me, the power of the word no. Thank you. This very week, Dr. T, this very week, I had a situation who actually has to do with a probable reseller. And thankfully, I realized that I have the power that no means no. So I really appreciate you bringing that up for the support, the confirmation, the camaraderie. Everything you brought up about the security. Previously, because this is about everything you've been talking about all along. So if I may say I say a bit more? When you brought up the security, again, in my earlier stages, security, sure, I want emotional security. However, it would be easier to realize that the security was external. And during this journey that we're all on, I myself am in the stage that I have come to realize for me to feel secure, I need to have all the types of support that make me feel, like you say, secure, comfortable, and content. I loved it that you brought up about the different types of wealth. And again, you've been, step by step leading these conversations, being the wonderful speaker that you are. I always have felt that my wealth begins within my cells. Queen Debbie, you talked about the water and the nutrition. And I mean, I could go on, but basically I just really wanted to address today. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful body of work that you've brought this to. And I want to thank you and appreciate you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tammy.
Well, thank you, Queen Tammy. Thank you very much. Dr. T, don't go away. You have a lot of hands up, so stay tuned. Queen Sister Dr. Patience.
Yeah. Wow. Dr. T. Wow, aren't we blessed in this platform to have in our midst people that will give us even prescription. They go and do the research and come and share with us. I really don't have a question. I just want to echo what Tammy too said. For me, true wealth is health. Without good health, you can have all the money in the world. You will not have wealth. And I just want to thank God that I don't have to live on medication. So we just have to be grateful if we're healthy. But true wealth is wealth. True wealth for me is defined by good health. And good health encompasses all what we've been saying, what we put in our body, what we purposely do. And another true wealth for me too is contentment. Be happy and contented with what God has blessed you with. Because if we're contented, what God has blessed us with, we'll not find ourselves into unnecessary depths. So true wealth for me is to define what is necessary and what is a want. True wealth for me is to be happy with my decision and don't let people influence me. And true wealth for me is for me to be me. Not to compare that the Johnson down the road is driving X car, I'll have to drive it. The Johnson down the road have moved to X, I'll have to buy that. True wealth for me is contentment. Being me, having my own journey and my own timeline for anything. Because everybody's timeline is different, right? Life is a race, and the race is a marathon, it's not a sprint. You cannot sprint in life. You take it gradually, follow your path, follow what you've defined for yourself, and stay true to the course. Dr. T, thanks for reminding us, because sometimes we forget, We forget and we get carried in the way of the early things and forget what our vision or our timetable or our program or our project or whatever you want to call it is. Stay connected to yourself, stay focused, and stay to your course. That's true wealth. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Patience. That's true wealth. That's true wealth. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. P. And again, thank you, Dr. T. That's a very valuable topic you brought to us today. And I see our Queen Green. Let's go green. Queen Lily, let's go green. Why do I need unmute you?
Thank you, Ms. Debbie. Dr. T, I really enjoyed the presentation. And one of the things that's really exciting to me is the fact that when you talked about number 2, that healthy financial situation, and I was glad you didn't put a dollar amount there, because what's healthy to me may not be healthy to somebody else. And I like that. Also, and the reason I said that is because I believe that we are blessed in order to bless others. I have, and without me saying a whole lot, but I have rental properties in Maryland, Georgia, and North Carolina. And one of the things that I do is I'll allow the tenants to set their own rent. Whatever they can afford, I allow them to do that. And those that set that, I also say, in addition, if you pay every month on time, 11 months straight. December is the month you don't have to pay.
Wow.
So not that I'm financially wealthy, but I believe that I should share with what I have with others. And that's why I was really glad that you didn't put a dollar amount there. In other words, we got to have X number of dollars in order to consider ourselves wealthy. I really like that. And also satisfaction. I'm really satisfied with what I'm able to do at this point in my life. And looking forward to passive, even allowing me to do more than what I'm doing now. So thank you very much. I enjoyed it. Thanks.
I just want to make a comment, Queen Lily. I think that is awesome. You know, the reason why I chose this topic is because I know that money is an issue, what's going on in the economy, you know, looking at how people are spending their monies and looking at some of the poverty and then those who are very, very rich, how some of them are just foolishly spending their money. But again, true wealth is not so much about money. True wealth is truly 10% of it is money. The 90% is the mindset. That's wealth. You know, I mean, you know, come on now. It's just like if you think about tithing. You know, if those who believe in tithing, God only asks you for 10%, and what does He do with that 10%? God changes the world with 10%, and He lets you do what you want to do with the 90. Think about that. Okay, so wealth is truly just the 10%. The other 90 is about what you're going to do up here, what you're going to do in your heart. And that's what it's all about. I mean, that's phenomenal that you have rental property and you said set your own rent. So if I say to you, I can only pay 150, I mean, that might be lower than you accept. But I'm just saying, you said, well, pay it on time every month, and then you can have the last month free. That's what I'm talking about. You're not, in other words, you don't live your life based on your livelihood is not based on them paying you rent. You have enough money in your reservoir where you can go ahead and live comfortably whether they pay you rent or not. That's what you call true wealth. That's true wealth. Yeah. Because you set yourself up in such a way that you knew that this day would come where you'll be an older lady, you'll be mature, but you set yourself up financially where you can, like, whether they pay me or not, I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to be comfortable doing it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You got the message. You got the message. Wonderful. That's all I wanted to share. Thank you for letting me share that.
Can I just say something before you call the next one?
Yes, please go ahead.
Queen Lily.
Ma'am.
I don't know whether you realize this. Tears is almost coming down my eye because every time you share the way you do things, you bless a lot of us with ideas that you don't know. You've shared so many things, and this one again is just wow. That's the true embodiment of uplifting humanity.
Thank you.
So thank you, because you don't know when you share what you're doing. Please don't shy away from sharing. You're really giving some of us the opportunity to take some of these ideas that we might not have thought about.
Thank you.
And bless somebody else. Thank you.
Wow.
Amazing.
Sister P, you just said it. Queen Lily, you have a heart of gold. If I were in your state, I would love to be one of your tenants.
I'm telling you. Oh my God.
All right, over to you, Queen JW.
Yes, good evening, good evening. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Amazing, amazing presentation, Dr. T. You do it every time. and Queen Lily, amazing. May God continue to bless you for blessing others with your awesome heart. I loved it. All five. They are all important. But freedom, oh my gosh. I think that's where that's me. I want the freedom to help. I want the freedom to do. I want the freedom to travel. I just want the freedom for me to be in control of my life. And that's where I think freedom plays a big role. And of course, like Dr. T said, respecting God and man's law, not freedom to just be arrogant or selfish. No, but freedom to do the things that is on that God has laid on each and every one of our hearts. So freedom is really truly number one. And a healthy financial situation. I know for me, for instance, I have this student loan, not that I let it drown myself or, oh, it's always there, but I know once I have a healthy financial situation, I can make better choices and I can do more things to help others. Not so much like Dr. T said, it's not about the money. Because we've been living a life where we didn't have much in the first place. So now when we do get, we will be able to do things on a bigger scale. Now we can take someone. I remember at times when people stop me and say, well, I don't have any groceries. And I would say, okay, let's go into the store and I buy them some groceries. So, or they don't have money to buy their prescription drugs. I will give them the money. Some people say, well, they're going to take the money or use it for this or what. No, if someone is in need, you help them. It doesn't matter what they do with it. The fact is that you helped. That will be between them and God. And defining our own wealth. It's just like Mother Teresa or Martin Luther King, the things that they did define their own wealth, and it wasn't dollar signs, but what they did for humanity as a whole. So defining our own wealth is also what we choose to do with the apples that we get from our CEO when it starts falling in our pockets, and that we will make the right decisions and use it wisely and invest our money wisely. So thank you, Dr. T, for bringing those 5 true money, true wealth to us, and awakening our mindset to think deeper and elevate ourselves also at the same time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Wow, thank you too. Dr. T, yeah, you're here. All right. Thank you, Queen JW. Dr. T, were you going to say something? All right. Last hand up. Queen Sophia, I saw your hand up. Where are you? You disappeared. Welcome, Sister Toy. Welcome, Brother Kumaran. Queen Vinette, please go ahead. Queen Vinette Valentine, your hand is up. You have a question for Dr. T or comment? Okay, maybe it came up in error. If you don't have a question, we'll move on. And if you do, we can always take it later on. All right. Thank you all. Thanks again once more, Dr. T. We appreciate you. And we're moving on to the next item on our agenda for the day. And we're going to call on our arbiter brother. I don't know which one he's going to come out of. There you are. Oh my goodness. All right, who is the host? Can you make Dr. Derek co-host, please? We have Dr. Derek, Brother Toy, Sister Toy, Brother Kumaran. Yes, yes, yes. Are you co-host now? I know I unmuted you, but I don't know if you're co-host. Let me check. The right way is to share your affiliate link. Who is the right person to share that with us? Okay, our one and only king in the house, who is and was born ready to serve each and every one of us. Please keep your notepad handy. Keep your notepad handy for what he has to share today. Dr. Derek, you're welcome. You're looking good, man. I don't know what you ate today for dinner, but you look good.
Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our global brand ambassadors. Thank you very much, Queen Debbie. Really appreciate it. And of course, all those who made their comments with Dr. Tunishai, Queen Dr. Tunishai. Oh my goodness, awesome presentation. You see, it comes down to lifestyle. It's not just doing something for a few hours or doing something for a few days or doing something for a few. Listen, one of the things that I think I will invest in is a gym. Because, you know, a person pay them membership for the year. And for the first 3 months, they gang ho on it. And then for the other 8 months, you know, 3 months, 9 months, and the other 9 months, you know, they don't come and use the gym. Isn't that a good deal? Only 3 months of using the gym, and you know, the rest of the year, that's it. Commitment, and that's what I'm saying. Commitment is what a lot of persons, especially men, especially us men, commitment is what we don't have. And you have to be committed to your holistic wealth, right, Dr. T? Holistic health and wealth. Yes. Holistic, yes. Not just one area. No. As I always say, I personally, and this is just me personally, I have 8 free medical doctors. 8 free medical doctors, right? And I have them every single day, you know, leading me to the right path. If you stick with those 8 free medical doctors, you will not falter along the way. All right, and that's what Dr. T is talking about, right? And so one of the free medical doctors is trust in God. You have to trust in God. No business who you are or who you want to be, you have to trust in God, because God created you, just like how you trust Mr. Ford with his Ford car, and you trust Mr. Porsche with his Porsche car, and etc. etc. Elon Musk with his electric car. You trust what they say and what you're to do and what you're to use inside that car. And so it's the same thing. God created our bodies, and just trust him. Trust him, because it is stated in the manual what to do and how to do it, etc. etc. So it's very important. Very, very important. Really appreciate it. And I just want to elaborate a little on Queen Lily. Oh my goodness, that is a giving woman. You see, you don't know. She reminds me of my dear beloved mother. Very giving woman. Who on the planet tell their tenant to tell you how much to pay? You tell me how much you have to pay each month. Which person on the planet as a real estate owner going to tell them tenant, tell me how much you can pay a month? All right, you pay that every month on time, and you get 1 month free. Oh my goodness, bless your heart. Queen Debbie, yes, I would like to be Queen Lily tenant. My goodness. Oh my goodness, I definitely wouldn't want to be Queen Lily tenant. South Carolina, I said? South Carolina? No, North, South is which one? South Carolina?
And Maryland as well. She has property.
Maryland too cold. Maryland too cold. I need it more south. I need it more south. South Carolina is okay, fine. You know, but Maryland, that too cold now. You're gone into some cold places. Try to get one in Florida for me, please. Try to get one in
some in Georgia. You can go to Georgia.
Oh my goodness, Georgia. All right. I can maybe you know, deal with the cold in Georgia. All right, no problem. All right, I'll talk to you off the ear. But this lady, this woman is a giving woman. A giving woman. Maybe she might not even want me to say this, but she is a giving woman. Now, you know, I have a YouTube channel, and most of us maybe have a YouTube channel, but I have a YouTube channel, and I can earn from it. It is at the level, when I check the stats to get fund, it is at the level where I can get monetize it, right? That's a terminology that they use on YouTube. I can monetize my YouTube channel, but I'm not interested in that. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to help people, with what God blessed me with. Because God bless, and just like what Queen Lily said, when you are blessed to bless others. That is the reason we are blessed. There's no other reason we are blessed but to bless others. And if everybody in the world was to do that, all those billionaires and millionaires and multi-zillionaires and all of that was just to bless others, and all of us was blessed with the blessings that everyone get, there will be no poverty, there will be no homeless people, there will be no, because there is enough for everyone. But some people so greedy, and I'm not going to be on the planet long enough. How am I? 80 years? All right, 90 years? All right, 100, full 100. You live 100 years. How much enjoyment you can have with billions and billions of dollars? How much enjoyment you can have? You alone. That don't make no sense, really and truly. So let us, when we are blessed, let us bless others. And we don't have to wait for, I don't think we understand that we don't have to wait for and passive to bless others. We don't. And everybody's, you know, when on passive, you know, no. We don't have to wait for on passive, right? Queen Lily has blessed me personally, and I thank her very, 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 very from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate it, and I thank you very much. So you don't have to wait for on passive. Let us bless others as God prompts us to bless others. Let us bless others. Let us bless others. We don't need to wait. All right. And I thank you very much, Queen Lily. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all that you say. You really remind me of my dear, loving, wonderful, adorable mother. And you know, when she died at 84, she was as young looking as you are. And oh my goodness. So it seems as if you and I went to the same school. All right, we have to go find out if that is true. But look like you all, both of you, get the teaching from the same school. Let us bless. Let us bless as we are blessed. God bless you with $10. Take a $1 and bless somebody. You know, God bless you with $100. Take a $5 and bless somebody. All right. Go to the supermarket, you're buying groceries. You know, buy a case of water and bless somebody with a case of water. You don't have to be. Listen, that is how you grow with your community also. Especially if you live in the islands like Jamaica and Trinidad and Barbados, and you know, everybody kind of know everybody when you live in certain communities. You understand? And if you go to the supermarket and you're buying a case of water, just buy two and share that case with somebody up the road or down the road or beside you or you know, round the road or something where you know that that person is struggling. That is how we are to be, blessing others. You understand? So that when you start to really get some good money, your heart will still be in the right place to bless, right? And then when you bless others in the community and the whole community growing with you, with your blessing, and you are blessing everybody, nobody not going to want to come knock you down and lick you down and take away your little bit, because you are blessing everybody in your community while you are being blessed. You understand? And that is how you are to view this program. Thank you very much, Queen Dr. T. Really appreciate it. And I see you put up your hand, so go ahead.
Thank you for your remarks, Dr. Derek. 100% I agree. Queen Vanette, she said she put in the chat that she had her hand up, but I believe we did call her, but she didn't respond.
Right.
So, can she make her comment now before you go on, Dr. Derek? I know I'm not the co-host. I do apologize for not following protocol, but I didn't want her to feel
Go ahead.
her. Go ahead, Queen Vanette.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Dr. Ford and Dr. Derek. I was really, really impressed by that spectacular presentation. And my takeaway is that true wealth, first of all, is honoring God by taking care of the body temple, which you spoke of, Dr. Ford, eating in proper rest, exercising, and all of that. Secondly, true wealth comes from having a spirit of humility. One who is materially wealthy, for instance, does not have to be flamboyant or boastful, or flaunting your worldly wealth, material wealth. So having that spirit of humility is really experiencing true wealth. True wealth comes from being obedient to God in returning to Him a faithful tithe. God owns everything, and He has given us the source of freedom and a livelihood so that we can take care of oneself, your family, and take care of your fellow human beings. And as Dr. Derek just said here, you don't even have to be wealthy or be a founding member of Unpassive, to help our fellow human beings. We see them every day. We pass them on the street every day. All our interaction with people, it's there staring us in the face. And we don't have to wait to acquire wealth, before you can help. We can help in little ways, and God has given us the wherewithal to have, as I said, and to earn a living. And all He asks is that we return to Him. We're not paying a tithe. We are returning to Him just 1/10 of what you have earned. And that gives us freedom, So I just wanted to comment on those. Those are the takeaway that I got. I think it was really a fantastic presentation tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I guess it's my time again. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Vinette, Queen Vinette. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I guess Queen Debbie have something to say.
No, Dr. Derek, I'm good. It was just to remind you of a few things which you took care of.
Oh, okay. All right, wonderful. All right. Peace, blessings, and enough love to everyone. Thank you very much. All right. I am seeing that a lot of people calling me throughout the week that can I share my affiliate link? Yes, you can. How to share it? Copy and paste. Just copy and paste wherever you want to share it. However, let us look at the practical ways to share it properly. Practical ways. All right. First of all, the best thing to do if you are on a computer or if you are on a phone is to get out. I mean, every smartphone now have what is known as a notepad. Every smartphone have. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, then that's something else. But anyway, because I saw a gentleman about two weeks ago or a week ago, and him still have a flip phone. I don't know where. Anyway, that's a different discussion. Dr. T, that's a different discussion. But yes, he had a flip phone. Oh my goodness. Anyway, all right, we're not going to discuss flip phone, but yes, Dr. Benny, Queen Dr. Benny, yes, the man had a flip phone. All right, so anyway, with a smartphone, you just go to your app store, right? Your app store, and put in notepad. And you can see the various notepads that are there. And choose one. I choose color note. That's the one I use. And can give me different colors so that I can have a variation of colors for this color, for that color, color code things. So anyway, get out a notepad on your phone and you type what you want to say, because that is more important than just sending a link. Because you don't want to just send a link, dry source or link. No, you want to send something with the link, and that is, something to alert the person that you are sending this link, and the reason you are sending this link. All right. You don't want to use things like you don't want to use words like opportunity. Take a look at this opportunity. No. Right away they feel like you're selling them something. So they don't want to even listen to you. So they'll start out on that note. Take a look at this opportunity and what. No, you don't want to do those things. All right. So the first thing you want to talk about, right, or the first thing you want to be saying is, first of all, let me show you this screen here. Okay, wonderful. Right. So the first thing you want to say is hi. You make it personal. Don't blanket and just send to a group of WhatsApp people. And no, you have the person's phone number and you have the person's name. So make it personal so that the person don't think that you are selling them something. That's number one. All right. And so therefore, let me bring this up as big as it can. All right. Beautiful. So therefore, hi and the name of the person. Well, me now, I say peace, blessings, and enough love to you, to everyone. I need your honest feedback. Jesus. Right away, the person ready to look at it and read it and listen. Because watch this. About 5 persons so far that I did send them the information to become a founder. Said them didn't want to become no founder of no company, and it is a scam, and what have you, etc., etc. And I left them alone. I leave them alone. But 5 of them so far, since I send this, I need your honest feedback on this email solution we are working on. Register for free. Don't use sign up. Don't use the word sign up or words, right? Don't use sign up for free or sign up. Those are words that, trigger a different feeling in persons, right? So I need your honest feedback. Register for free, creating your own 100% free email to get access to our ecosystem and give me your opinion. To access, click this link and you put your link there. All right. So watch this now. And of course, please give your comment, suggestion, or feedback on email. Appreciate. All right, watch this. So, for argument's sake, right? A person was asking, so how I put my link and all of that. All right, so you just go to Unpassive Ecosystem, right? And you log in using your login information, of course. That is your email ID and your password. All right. And of course, this right here is the affiliate link. Let me get this bigger so that we see what we are talking about. All right, wonderful. And so this, of course, is your, it says my affiliate link. Don't worry about any other link right now. They're still working on it, right? But yes, it goes directly to your page and all of that, the my links down here. But it need to a little bit more work need to be done there.
Dr. Derek?
Yes.
Can we thank our YouTube viewers?
Not yet. Because the company shows this already on YouTube. So we're not really navigating. We're just showing one thing. And this is on YouTube many times already.
Thank you.
Because this right now is open to the public. But anyway, thank you for alerting me. But it's okay. This is okay what I'm doing. All right. So you're going to click on copy. This is this little thing right here. Copy. And it says link copy successfully. So what you're going to do is, again, now go back to your document, and where I say your link, you're going to put your link. You're going to paste your link. You there? Link paste. Right? Let me kind of make it look good. All right. So that is your link. Straight. Right? You don't have to trim it. You don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to do, if you're not understanding or know how to trim, leave it alone. Just put your link there, put your link on it, and you put the name of the person. All right. So right now I want to send it to Carlton. All right. So that's it. Hi, Carlton. Peace, blessings, enough love to you. I need your honest feedback on this email solution we are working on. Register for free. Create your own 100% free email to get access to our ecosystem and give me your honest opinion. To access, click this link. Boom, 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 boom. See the link there. And please give your comment, suggestion, or feedback on email. Appreciate. And then, whether it's in a Word document on your computer or it is on your phone inside of a note, you copy everything that is there. Copy everything that is there, and you right click and copy. And then you minimize that and you go to WhatsApp. Right? And let me close that. I'm sending it to Carlton. Right? So put in Carlton name, Carlton, right? Carlton Clark, and I just paste it. Paste, boom, everything is there. See there, right? And I send it to Carlton. Boom, Carlton receive it and click on this link because he's reading it. Blah 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 blah. To access, click this link. Boom. It goes directly to my registration page. Why I know that? Because this link up here, I know this is my registration page, right? Because if it was onpassive.com, then it would just say ecosystem.onpassive.com. That's it. But all of this here, you know, it looks familiar. Yes, it looks like my registration page. So definitely when Carlton put in his name, put in his last name, create an email, password, confirm password, put in an alternate email and click register to ecosystem, bam! I am going to go here and I am going to see him right here. Right here. So you know definitely that, and you can test it. You can test it yourself and create, use maybe one of your other email addresses that you did not use in your, to become a founder, or you create another email, Gmail also, and test it and see if it works for you. But that is the simplest, most straightforwardest way to send your link to someone. Easiest, most straightforward way to just send your, and you can send it to WhatsApp, you can send it to text message, you can send it to any, but as I said, try to make it personal to every person there. So what I am going to do before we break and now show how to trim this link, this affiliate link, so that you can have it. So you can have it. Right, your link. And name. Right? All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this, I mean, you can fix it up now to how you want it. Right? This is just an idea. Right? So that we try not to use things like sign up or this is a opportunity, or those kind of things. Try not to use those verbiage. Those verbiage kind of turn off people right away. Especially Jamaicans. Jamaicans don't like hear those things.
Jamaicans
So
don't
let
like
me put this in the
opportunities?
chat. No, they don't
They don't like
words
opportunities?
because those words come.
So
yes, but
if
saying
you're sending to a Jamaican, don't you say,
those words are
if you're going to send it to a Jamaican, don't use the invite option because you have the word opportunity there.
right. So they don't like that. For real. Jamaicans don't like those words. They just feel like you're scamming them.
Right, I think Dr. D just went out from the computer he was speaking on. Dr. Derek?
Yeah, I think so. He
got frozen out. So he was talking about a nice summary verbiage you can use to send it to the people you know, because he wants you to personalize it. But I want us to think beyond the people, just beyond out of the people we know, okay? This opportunity is bigger than just the people we know. So think about the people you don't know as well. So Dr. Derek, other devices in, but that's what he was using. So while we're waiting for Dr. Derek, is
I
this something?
had Queen Sonia who raised her hand after Dr. T spoke.
Mm-hmm.
She went in and out a couple of times. I don't know if internet is stable now. Queen Sonia, are you back? Okay.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. This is Divine. I just wish to ask if we can have what Dr. Derek shared on the chat, so that we can customize on our own.
That is what he was trying to do. When he comes back, he'll put it before he was kicked out.
Oh, okay. And Dr. P, I also joined late. I don't know if that pertains only to the affiliate link or to my link.
Yeah, you can share my link too, but you have to know what you're sharing, right? For the affiliate link, he wrote it like for the affiliate link because you're saying that if you see the verbiage, then he was suggesting saying that click here to get your free email. If you want to send my links, you have to write a different way, because if they click on my link, it goes to the OnPassive website first and they can register there. So you just have to tweak the verbiage depending on what link you want to send. Because you're saying my link, remember your link, even though it's customized to you, they go to the OnPassive website, right? They will see all this, but they'll see more than just registration landing page that your affiliate link will give.
Okay, so the advice for now, is that it most probably is better to share the affiliate link than my link.
Yeah, well, yeah, but if you share, somebody say, well, I want to, what are the products? For me, if it's people that you know and you talk to them, you want to ask more and they share your link, then they'll see more stuff there, right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Brother Divine. Thank you, Sister Pei. I think Dr. Derek is still trying to put his gadgets together.
Sonia.
Yes, I was just looking to see if, because she signed in and out a couple of times. I was just checking to see if she signed back in again. Welcome, Sister Toy. Let me see where she is, if she's back in the house. Oh, well, if she's here, I'm sure she'll hear us. Hey, leaders, if you haven't put your YouTube channel in the chat, please put so people can subscribe, for those who may not have seen it in the past. So now that I remember, just want to announce that so we don't forget.
Thank you, Queen Debbie, because I really need 1,000 likes. I need you guys to do it. I need your help. Okay, I'm going to send mine, and I need you guys to please help me. I want Brother Sidney, Brother Carlton, Sister Ruth Pace. I need you guys to help me. Thank you. For real. There you go.
Just to remind everybody, the presentation Dr. T gave today and the presentation Dr. Derek gave today will be under live with today's date on the YouTube channel that I posted. The presentation will be there. Somebody wants to play it back at their own time to watch it. I've placed the link a couple of times on the chat. Okay.
This is the link. I just place it. It's there.
Dr. Derek is back, so he just came back in. Let me.
Thanks, Dr. Benny. Thanks, Dr. P. All right. See, Dr. Derek is back. Just give him a few seconds to get his gadgets repositioned to where they should be for his presentation. Okay. And let's see. Brother Carlton, how are you? Sister
no, go ahead. Just take some questions.
On
Okay,
what
Dr.
you presented, okay.
Dr. D, do you want us to close YouTube now?
Yes, you can close it now.
I think we can close YouTube so we can at least take some questions and do some quick onboarding before he comes back.
All
okay,
right.
Sister, can Debbie go ahead and close the YouTube?
Hello, our global ambassadors who have been watching live. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward